Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for joining me in today's episode. We're going to be talking about catching grouper. We've got a really tight season here. I think it's only like 2 weeks or something. It's crazy. But on the positive note, there's like gag grouper everywhere with some really good size. And I've been wanting to do an informational video on grouper. So with this episode I have coming up, it was perfect because it's in Tampa Bay, and I know Tampa Bay content's very popular because it's more accessible to more people and stuff. So this episode that I'm fishing in was taken in Tampa Bay, and we got onto a really good grouper bite. And I'm going to be explaining to you technique, time. I'm going to be bringing up a tide chart and location. Not the exact location because that would be very disrespectful to my friends. I'm not going to do that. But areas, I'll be bringing up examples of areas that, without a shadow of doubt, they'll hold some really good fish. And once again, I was fishing in Tampa Bay. I was invited by my good friend Jordan to go out on his new boat and do some grouper fishing, and Thonny was also joining, so I was super excited. I knew we were gonna crush it. We're 3 awesome anglers, so well, 2 awesome anglers. I don't know if I'm awesome. I'll let y'all decide that. I'm not gonna say that about myself, but yeah, what I was gonna say is in less than 50 feet of water, the technique is the exact same. So whether you're near shore, like I typically am, or you're in the bay, it's pretty much the exact same. And in this episode, as I was fishing with them, I thought about, like, we zeroed in on these fish and we were all on the same page about when, where, and how it was going to happen, and we hit the nail on the head. And that's information that I could share with you, and it's a really good technique. It works really well, so I'm hoping to share that with you today, and you get a good understanding of how we're getting these fish. And I'm also blabbing away a lot. I know I do that, so if while I'm explaining something it doesn't come out very clear, feel free to ask me to clear it up. I have no problem answering questions and stuff. I know I get on anyways guys, let's jump into this episode.
And it used to be really good.
Yeah. Ready?
Go ahead, go and send it.
Alright.
Oh, you got the bird.
Oh my god, did I really? Hopefully I got the fish too.
Bring the bird.
Oh my god.
We got the bird.
I hope you weren't.
Hopefully he doesn't destroy your net, bro.
Yeah.
You got the bird and the fish. Nice. Oh,
No, he got out. There's not.
What a smart boy. Oh yeah. That's it. That's all we need. That's all.
Yeah. I think we got enough.
Is that all you need, George?
Yeah.
Look at the water here, dude.
Well, these boys are small. But yeah, dude, snappers love these.
Snapper bait though, you know?
Yeah, these are perfect.
Damn, I wish you could film it.
Dude, look at all these.
Oh yeah.
Alright guys, so to start out the day, we catch a lot of bait. There's a good reason why we're catching way more bait than we'll actually be putting on the hook. We're actually doing this because we want to chum up the waters. And before we even get started going fishing, what you typically want to do is you want to have an idea of what's going on with the tides. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up a tide chart, and I'm going to show you the time frame that we're looking at for fishing inside of the Tampa Bay shipping channel. We did try it early in the morning, but it was a total fail, and the reason for this is because those tides especially in the bay and around the shipping channel, they tend to rip really good, and it can be extremely hard to present a bait when it's like that. So we are looking for the flat part of the tide, or the part of the tide that's slowing down. We don't want the water moving. And that wasn't going to happen for a few hours. So I'm showing you right here around the time we want to hit these fish. But as of right now, we're just trying to burn some time. And typically behind the skyway, you can get behind the pilings and it kind of blocks off the current. And that's what we were hoping to do, is get into some fish around the skyway while we were waiting for that current to slow down. It was pretty slow, but this is how it went. All right, here you go. There's some over here. Just a little bit more up here. There we go. That should get something going. There you go, little mangrove.
Let's try to get a little bit bigger size. What do you think? That's a keeper there for sure. What do you think, Jordan?
He's fat for his size.
Okay, fruits here are pretty good. I'm gonna leave it out.
Fish on. It's a small guy.
Little mango.
Yep.
There's some big ones in there. For sure.
Just gotta get them fired up.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on. Fish on. Oh, you got me rock. Nope, I got him out. No, you got me off. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God.
What is that?
It rocked me up, dude.
Little guy rocked you up, huh?
This little guy rocked me up. Good job, buddy. You made me think I had something big on.
Dang,
He's
Lord.
probably a good 13 inches, maybe
Yes,
14.
sir. That's what we came out here for right there. Nice
Dude,
work,
and he
man.
downed it, bro.
On the dead bait, right?
Yes, sir. Got him, Tony. Fish on, small one. Small one, dude.
Juvenile turned up again. Hey, you know, you gotta go through the little ones and try to see if these big ones.
We're crossed. Hang on. We're good. Guys, so not a very strong start to the day. We started in the shipping channel. It was ripping, so we left very quickly, got behind the skyway, and that what I showed you, that's pretty much what we caught for the most part. We did catch a couple more fish in other parts of the bridge, but nothing special, nothing worth showing. I wasn't even recording at that point. So yeah, not a very strong part of the day, but we're still anticipating prime time here, that flat part of the tide that I was showing earlier, and we're gonna skip straight to that part of the video. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you the rigs that we're using, and keep in mind, guys, that it may not look like it because I'm not showing it on the camera, but we are constantly chumming. I'd like to emphasize that we are constantly chumming, even if I'm not showing it on camera. We're throwing lots of chumming. That's going to be very, very important to get those fish in the mood. So let's jump straight into the prime time. This is where the video gets good. Feels more like a grouper.
Yeah, grouper probably.
I don't know. It is a red grouper. No, it's a snapper. It's a snapper, yeah.
Good snapper.
It's a real good.
Oh, you're on it.
No, it's a red grouper.
Red grouper. Heck yeah, at a new spot, guys. You know, been struggling all morning long.
There we go. They're down there.
That's a good sign. Hopefully there are some snapper
okay.
down there.
I'm gonna cut this because I don't want to rip the hook out of that guy.
Yeah. We just marked this real neat spot here in the bay. So, more snapper content.
It's crazy how much a
Can't ask for
slower
any
tide
better
makes a
tide than
difference,
this.
huh?
Yeah. I mean, earlier we were trying, but the tide was moving so fast to where we can't even keep the bait down. There we go, we're on it. Might be a snapper here. I think I got the right species, boys. Nope.
Alright, thonnys on.
Dude, I might keep him right here, Jordan.
Big old grunt.
What do you
Nice.
think? No? Let
Yeah,
it go?
keep him. I'll fry him up, man.
Oh,
Fry
yeah.
everything in the world.
That's a good sized red keep right there. Dude, he felt like a snapper, I'm not gonna lie. The way you're shaking his head.
They fight like, those are really strong.
Grunts going in the cooler. Aren't you glad you saved these baits, bro?
There you go, Jordan.
Nice
Jordan's
fish.
on a real one.
Jordan is on another real one. That's a grouper. Get him up, dude. Get him up. Come on. That's a keeper.
You got him, you guys. Head turn.
Nice. Watch it be a 20-inch mango snapper. Turn my camera on.
I got you. I'm recording you. Dude. Nice. It's a huge gag.
Look at this gag, bro.
That's a good one, dude.
Big
Oh,
gag.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm on it.
Grouper in the bay, baby.
Oh, yeah. That's a real one.
Oh yeah. Dude, this is
That's a
wild.
real one. That's a double. That's
Bro,
another
look how
one,
many
Jordan.
bait he spit out.
Jordan. Oh my God. Jordan, that's another one, dude. Hold on.
Get him up, get him up.
Nope, he's on structure. No, I
Nope, you got him. You
Get him
got
up. There's a net.
Nope, he's structured. Jesus. You got it.
Dude,
I'm
this
so-
is a keeper freaking gag, man.
that is a keeper.
This is a keeper.
I'm so glad we marked the spot, man. This is sick. Look at the size of that gag. You want a picture?
Yeah.
I got my line out there though, dude.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Here, I'll take a picture real quick. You ready?
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
I might be on. You ready? 1, 2, on Jordan's new boat, baby.
Guys, look at this keeper gag right here, man. Too bad it's close. It's going back in the water.
That's a keeper, look like.
Yeah, he's a keeper.
And the one I just had
Or he's got
was
one on,
just
too.
like that one, dude. I could not
Well,
stop
you still
him.
have him. You might be able to wait him out.
I don't
That's a
think so.
keeper sandwich.
If
right
he's
here,
that
guys.
size on 20-pound test, he's gone. He's not coming back.
How big is he, Jordan?
I don't have a tape on me.
I got a measuring
There,
tape in my.
he's on.
Oh, there we go.
Get him.
That's a real one. Come
Get
on.
him,
Get
Ori.
him up, Ori. Get him up.
Ori.
You got him. You got him. Look at that rod bending, that dogfish stick. Look like it's about to snap, but dude, that thing's holding up pretty good.
Oh, it's a
I
big
see
one.
it. That is a real one, well done.
Dude, it's Jordan. It's just like Jordan, bro.
That's sick.
Nice. A little bit smaller than yours, but still nice. Go ahead, get him.
A lot of fun, man. He's barely hooked too. Look at him. Oh, come on, too.
Nice, Bonnie's on. Yeah, I'm gonna bring him.
This might be a
Snapper. Donnie got
that
nice snapper.
snapper.
Woo! double up, boys.
Grouper and snapper.
I did not.
Look at that orange
In
fish,
the bay,
dude.
dude. This is crazy. This is wild.
Dude,
Why-
this spot is wild, guys.
Why go offshore when you can come here in the bay and just get
How
quality
long was-
fish? I mean, snapper. and
Yours
grouper.
is
Look at the
bigger,
size of the
man.
snapper.
How
And
long
this-
was yours? How many?
Look
how
at the
many
size
inches
of
I
was
don't
yours,
know.
Roger?
Swallowed.
This is a fish that has been caught before, guys. You can see this line that's attached to him. He has broken plenty of anglers off.
Pull them up, brother. All right. Mango snapper in the cooler.
Boom. That's a keeper gag, dude.
Yeah.
That is
So
wild.
I'd say this guy's 20,
Too bad it's
25
freaking closed.
inches
Damn,
easily.
that sucks.
Here, we can measure them right here, just to
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Just for
25.
shits and giggles.
Yours was bigger than this
Lay him
one.
down here. We'll see him. Hey, we'll see him in a couple months.
Yeah.
Actually, in a month. He might be 24.
24 and a half.
24 and a half?
Yep.
Yeah, he's,
Leader. 20-pound leader.
20.
yeah, 20-pound leader, guys.
15-pound mainline.
Yeah, you don't need big tackles.
If you know what you're doing, you don't need big tackle. You
I
definitely
usually-
gotta know what you're doing out here.
Yeah.
I usually use 30 for the groupers,
Right.
but I like to use 20 because if the groupers aren't cooperating good, the snappers bite a lot better on 20.
You gotta throw them back, man.
Oh, we should have thrown both of ours back together.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that was sick, dude. Double up on those back. I did not think I was gonna get that fish back, bro.
Hey,
I'm glad you told me to wait him out because I was getting ready to bust it off.
that's how they do it. I'm telling you, I've caught a lot of grouper, and you know, if you wait them out like 90% of the time, they'll come out. Free lining for grouper and snapper in the bay. You can't beat it. There you go, another
Jordan's
grouper
on.
on. As we're talking, get him up, Jordan. Oh, you got a pump, bro.
Dude, I couldn't turn it, man. Oh my
That
god.
was a good one. I saw
I couldn't
that.
even stop that one.
Right? There's some big boys down there,
Big
dude.
boys down there, man. Sick. Another one.
Well,
I'm about
that-
to just stand here and just film you guys catch all these,
Look at that thing,
these
man.
grouper. Look at that. Fun fight nonetheless. I mean, no matter how big they are, they just, doesn't matter what size, man, they throw down. I mean, that's probably like a 20 inch grouper right there.
Yeah,
19.
something like that.
I bet you he's 22.
Nice, dude.
Close. 21,
Barely hooked
22.
him.
Yeah.
That's a grouper sandwich. Perfect sandwich size.
We'll see you in a month. Good job, Cap.
You on?
Oh, yeah. Like this. Oh, look at this, guys.
Alright, Donnie's on, you guys.
A red. A red grouper.
Red grouper. Nice.
Bright red. That's so cool. These guys got to be 20 inches. He's not even close. He's probably like 13.
Look at that. Look at that. Nice fish.
Let's put it back. You got to be 20 inches.
Here we go, guys. Another mango snapper. I don't know, probably 11 and a half, 12, you think?
Yeah. He's a keeper for sure.
For sure. In the cooler, guys. Oh, I love the way snapper hit it, dude.
Here it is. Grouper. Oh my gosh, dude. Get him. Get him. Get him up, dude.
He's got you on structure.
I'm rubbing against something.
You're on that.
Yeah, tilt the engine up.
There you go.
Alright, Donnie's on. Probably another nice grouper, dude.
It's a nice
Look at
grouper.
that,
Nice
dude.
grouper.
Yes, sir.
Nice job, Thonny.
Oof.
That guy looks like he's right on the dot of keeper for sure.
Dude, they are fun to catch, man.
We are not moving.
Nope,
No,
we are
at all.
not.
Oh, man. You need
Look
a
at
net?
him. He's probably like 22.
That's your second grouper, I thought.
Not gag. This is my first gag, I think.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, baby.
Nice job,
Hey,
Thonny.
hey, Jordan, get a photo for me.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed watching that video. We did end up having to leave these fish biting because, as you know, it's been raining a lot outside lately. So basically by 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you're pretty much done. And you're gonna see rain clouds all around you, and we saw some stuff in the distance and it was heading our way. So we left the fish chewing, but nonetheless, it was a great day fishing with Jordan and Thonny. I really enjoyed it, but now I want to do something different, And I want to take you to September 1st, where we're going to do a fishing. We're going to do some fishing of our own here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to pull up a tide chart of what's going on, and we're good, man. We're in the boat, we're excited, and we, we're gonna go out and catch ourselves a keeper grouper. We're gonna fish the Port Manatee area. The Port Manatee is a great area. It's very well known for a lot of structure around the shipping channel and all the other stuff. Ledges, it's filled with stuff. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna search it for some grouper guys using the same method we used today. So we are gonna get bait first thing in the morning, and we got our tides all figured out. Now let's go fish the spot. So guys, typically these Tampa Bay grouper, I don't think they respond too well to heavier tackle. I use lighter tackle. You can try a little bit heavier tackle, but I wouldn't go too much heavier than this. Typically I like 20 or 30 pound leader at the end. Whether it's fluorocarbon or not, to me really doesn't make too much a difference. You can experiment around with it. I don't find too much of a difference. But we're gonna go ahead and rig up. And for me, I'm just using, and like I said, you can use a bigger reel and rod than this, but for this experiment and for what I was doing in the video, I was using this right here, a 5,000 size Surtate, 20 pound line, 20 pound braided line, and 20 pound leader. I will say that the good thing about 20 pound leader over the 30 pound leader is you're gonna get more snapper on 20 pound leader, hands down, than 30 pound leader. So it's nice to be able to, you can get snapper on 30 pound, but they bite much better on 20 pound leader, I'll say that for sure. And it's nice to be able to have both of those options. This method works for snapper and grouper equally well. It depends on the day. Sometimes the day you're just gonna go out, it's gonna be a snapper day. Sometimes it's gonna be a grouper day. Sometimes it's gonna be the best of both worlds, and that's what's considered an absolutely awesome day. But we're gonna go ahead, and I'm just gonna tie up a rig real quick and show you exactly what we're doing. Okay, so me, for example, I want to use 20 pound. I want to start the day with 20 pound. If I start getting too much breakoffs and stuff, I'll go a little bit heavier to 30 pound. But I'm gonna tie an FG knot. You don't need an FG knot. You can use a regular swivel. It doesn't really matter. I just like the FG knot because it goes really clean through the guides. Definitely much cleaner than a swivel does. And it's a really strong knot. It's just as strong, if not stronger, than a swivel. Alright guys, so here's that FG knot. It's really clean. I really like this knot for line to line. But like I said, you can get away with the regular swivel. It doesn't matter. As long as you got something strong line to line, you're good. These fish do pull pretty hard. And for leader length, I like to go with at least 5 feet. At least, yeah, I'd say 5 feet. You can go shorter, but I would start with at least 5 feet. And maybe have some breakoffs and stuff, near the hook. You'll be fine. You know, sometimes you break off and you lose everything, which stinks, but yeah. You know, or if you want to retie. So yeah, start with at least 5 feet. Okay? And so for the day we had, the bait was extremely small. So we're gonna match the size of the hook to the size of the bait. Okay? We're not going to have a small bait with a big old hook. That just don't look right. Typically you want to match the size of the bait, the size of the hook to the size of the bait. So we're going to use a real small hook. This ain't a big hook, but it's strong enough not to bend or flex. It's perfect for snapper and grouper. Okay. We're just going to tie it to the end of our line. I don't know what kind of knot this is called, but I've used it all my life. It's very strong. For this example, I'm just going to call it the fisherman's knot. I don't know the technical name for that knot. Okay? So let's recap. We pull up to that spot on prime time. The tide is absolutely dead. Okay? Another thing, anchoring. When we get over our spot, since the current isn't moving, we're gonna get right over, let's say this is the structure right here. We're gonna take our boat's coming, right? We run over it with our sonar. We're gonna mark that spot on our sonar. You know, when you see that mark on the sonar, you're gonna mark that, right? And you're gonna come back over it, right? Now you're ready to anchor. And as soon as you see it, you got motor over it nice and slowly. As soon as you see it, you hit anchor, right? There's no current going. So when you anchor, your boat's gonna be right over it. That's the good thing about when there's no current, is you're not really worried too much about positioning because there's no current. You know, typically in current, your boat's gonna swivel to a certain spot, and like the stronger the current is, the more distance you want between you and the structure, the less current there is, the less distance you can have between you and the structure. No current, we're gonna be right over that structure, guys. So we're gonna get up on that spot, we're gonna anchor right over it. Okay, we're gonna see it on our sonar. Our line, the bottom echo on our sonar is gonna be a little thicker. We're gonna see it on the side scan or something, right? And we're gonna start chumming. Okay, and that bait is just gonna go straight down like that. Then we're gonna take a piece of that chum. You can also experiment with other baits and stuff. You should be throwing chum regardless because it's gonna get the fish interested. But I could tell you, for example, the day we fished, we actually had larger frozen bait, and that was getting hit. That's what we were catching the groupers on, but we were using the chum to get them closer to the boat and get the appetite stirred up on those fish, right? But here we go, guys. No jigs, no weights, no nothing. We are gonna let that fish, that piece of bait that we use, we're gonna let it sink on its own, right? Just gonna let it sink all on its own. Gonna sit there like this, guys. and right over the structure, right over the boat. We're just going to be feeding it line just like this. And that bait's going to sink slowly. It may sink maybe a foot every few seconds, but that's not too bad because we're not too deep. I mean, we're going to be less than 40 feet deep, right? Just feed a little bit of line at a time, and I don't want my line to be straight like that at any point. I want that bait to drift down naturally. I don't want no tension on that line. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep doing that. And keep doing that, and eventually this line is gonna fly right off this spool. It's gonna fly pretty fast off the spool. There's gonna be no mistaking it. You're not gonna feel like a pinfish hit it, right? I just gotta close that bail. You're gonna reel like hell. Keep a bend in that rod. You're gonna bring up your fish. Okay? And like I said, you follow this method, you're gonna get grouper and snapper. You're gonna kill it doing this. It's gonna work inshore and offshore. You just gotta time it right. You gotta be patient. You gotta follow those steps. Within time, you can start working at fishing with a little bit more current and stuff. You know, like I said, positioning is going to become more important, more critical positioning, and you're going to want to increase the space between you and the structure. But that'll definitely come with time. I personally don't fish when the current's ripping too hard. Maybe trolling the lure or something would work pretty good when that current is ripping like that. I haven't tried that though. Maybe that would be a good idea in the future. As of right now, guys, you stick to that method, you're gonna get some nice fish out there. Grouper, snapper, you should have a good time. So, if there's anything I didn't cover, please ask, and we'll see you next time.